What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, you and I are going to be hanging out for a little while and checking out Dead Age 2. I never played the first one, I'm going to be honest with you, but this key landed on my desk this morning, and frankly, I'm always a fan of anything with zombies. You know, like how you ask yourself every now and again, you'll be like, you know, who are these people that play all these zombie games? I have to sheepishly raise my hand and be like, I play all the zombie games, I'm sorry. So let's check the game on out. We're going to see if the first 30 minutes provides you guys with anything that jumps out at you. See if it provides anything that makes you want to wish list, or if you want to otherwise pass after the video's done. Let's roll on out, shall we? We got 3 slots to play around. Oh my goodness, this pretty boy Floyd looking dude. Let's see here. We got character creation. We can choose our characters of past. Alright, so different factions. Apparently we have to like activate these in the upgrades menu. So how do we do that? Oh my god, there's so many little things. Alright, let me leave on out of here real fast. So we can choose our appearance. We can have stylish hair. Dude, I gotta have, oh, we gotta have the Jesus hair, dude. We gotta have the Jesus hair. Yeah, dude, let's go full Fabio with this thing. Although if we're gonna go full Fabio, we gotta have like the blonde hair right there. Dude, we look like, you know, have you ever seen Beauty and the Beast? And like it has like that scene where like all the lasers are like shooting out of the beast at the end. It's like, like, and then he lands on the ground and he looks up at the camera and he gives like that really freaky, like, I'm gonna touch you look. Like, that's what our character looks like right now. It's like he's got that exact look on his face, like, I'm going to touch you. Let's see here. So we've done our appearance. Our character, we have 3 medals available for upgrades, so I think it probably wants me to come in here, right, and it wants me to play around with it. We got 3 medals. What do we want to do with our medals here? It looks like there's a number of points that we can put into ranged combat. We've got melee combat. What happens if I just click on in? Oh, it'll give you, like, the first one. Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense. Like, there's no way. So one thing that I noticed here, the game's in early access, so bear that in mind as we play. You can put points in, but you can't take points out without fully leaving this menu and then like coming back in. It's sort of a weird thing. We have died 0 times and we have 3 medals. All right. Well, we've got technical skills down here, so we get a bonus to power, I guess. We've got a bonus to resistance if we go with medical stuff, and we can begin with med packs. Might be nice. We get a bonus to crit, and our ranged weapon is upgraded to range 2. We can get endurance bonus. I don't really know what any of that means, so I'm going to increase my resists, and then I'm going to increase my endurance. We'll go with a little bit of melee right there. I accept, so we should be done. There's different factions, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do anything with this right now. We are Jack's Camp. We have simple clothes and no bonus. Okay. I guess that gives us 1 more medal to play around with, but honestly, I wanted one of the tier 2 upgrades, so I'll probably just save the medals, I guess. Let's go ahead and start the game off and just kind of see where it takes us. It looks as we get further into the game, it's going to add like the ability to get different factions, so we can be independent, we can be ex-US Army, and we can be ex-smuggler, maybe as we get further into the game. I mean, it says that there's a place to activate these in the upgrades menu, but honestly, I don't see it. Yeah, I'm not super sure. I'll be honest with you. I tried kind of clicking and dragging as though it was like an iPhone game. I was kind of looking around the boundaries for anything that might like shift this off to the side and let us see the different factions. But I'm guessing this is something that we like unlock as we get further into the game. So we'll start it on off. My talent selection. Yeah, I'll go with blunt weapons. That sounds good. Hunting. Yeah, let's go with blunt weapons. We can be an engineer, thrown weapons, ignore enemy defense. We'll go with hunting instead. We'll go with, let's be a shotgun guy. We'll be kind of a bruiser. We'll have blunt weapons and shotguns. That sounds good. Alertness will increase the job rank of guard and the chance of successfully defending against attacks. And burglaries raises your gardener's job rank, increased chance of success in lockpick events. Got biology, so job rank of doctor unlocks new crafting recipes, raises the gardener's job ranks. Wow, there's a lot of stuff we can play around with here. Grants access to crafting recipes for the quartermaster and forge. Let's do that. I bet we're going to need to craft since we've got like blunt weapons or whatever. You start your game with selected settings. Yeah, it's fine. We'll save the other medal for later. It looks like this is a game that's going to kind of like end when you die. And it's going to give you like medals to like permanently upgrade and give you a better chance of succeeding the next time around. I don't know that to be the truth, but it sort of seems like it might be at least part and parcel to the truth. 10 years ago, the zombification began. The outbreak resulted in pure chaos and billions of deaths. It was the largest catastrophe ever experienced by humanity. A small group of survivors eventually discovered a cure, and with it came a small measure of relief for the decimated world population. Several factions emerged in the former United States. None of them trusted one another. The largest territory was claimed by the former U.S. Army, as they were the best equipped. Smugglers established bases in the forests and in the mountains. The few humane independents attempted to build places of refuge for unaffiliated civilians, but they failed. The undead returned after just a few short years. Hordes swept through the world like a plague renewed, washing over the farmland and refugee camp, leaving only ash and rubble in their wake. Dude, they ripped this guy's guts out like through his arm right there. You see that? It's pretty impressive, man. You really got to dig around. You got to move your hand like a snake to really get it in through the arm flesh and get the guts out through there. That's a tough one. That zombie's a hard worker. I'll give him that. Country road, take me home. Shoot a Z in the dome. You are Jason. Feeling heavy under intense heat, you cross a country road. You received a radio message from Jack. He intends to establish a new safe camp for survivors of the recent attacks. You know, just once I'd like to get anywhere without running into these damn monsters. Well, today, I guess. The cripple crawler isn't very quick. Nevertheless, Jason begins to frantically pull at the pockets of his backpack. Alright, so we've got blunt weapons laying around probably. Weapons and clothing have up to 3 modifications depending on their quality. Symbols beneath the weapon will represent those modifications. To get more information, hover the cursor over. Alright, so we've got that right there. It does 33 damage. I don't know if it requires Constitution or if it gives us Constitution, but it seems like we should probably use that. We've only got like 3 shells for the shotgun, and I really sort of feel like maybe we should not be... Wait, hunter ammo? What does that mean? Required for hunting skills? So it's like supplies for hunting, maybe? I think that might be a more descriptive way to put it. Instead of hunter ammo, call it hunting supplies, and that would make it a little bit more explanatory if that's actually indeed what it is. Looks like we've got all kinds of filters and stuff down in here, too. Got lots of stats, so we've got our health points right there, which are actually like at half. We've got our experience points, which allow us to level up. We've got melee damage. We've got our range damage. We've got what looks like Constitution, so we have a larger health pool. We've got strength, so I guess that probably deals more damage. Perception, it looks like it gives us more damage with ranged weapons. And then power means that we get more damage done by poison, splinter, and fire damage. That's going to be like our throwables and like our special effects. We've got resistance to all this stuff because of the thing that I took, so that's cool. Let's leave this, I guess. Equipping an item during combat uses an action point. Thankfully, your survivors are quick and have 2 action points. You are able to perform 1 more action. Choose ranged combat. All right. We'll shotgunnitate this guy. Worked pretty well. I mean, it seems a little... Oh, there's another one back in the corner over there, too. I wonder if he's going to add on to the combat. Oh, we've won. So defeated enemies leave loot behind. So it looks like we've got a hand bandage. They will protect the wearer's hand and raise your defense. All right. And then we've also got what looks like some shell casings. So that's pretty rad, too. Yeah, take all. All right, so we got to put on our clothing now. So there it is. We put on our clothing. I don't know if it's actively going to show up on our character. Oh, it does. Cool. Nice. You guys know my pet peeve. I like it when gear shows up on the character. All right. So we can shoot something. It wants us to attack. Let's see here. See the chance of hit. Oh, yeah. 75%. All right. Oh, no, dude. We grazed him. That's not good. Grazing shot gives you half damage. Oh, dude. I'm out of ammo. I hope the club will be enough. All right. Well, they're too far away for us to use the club. We have 3 AP, so we can attack 3 times. Oh, nice. Thanks to our focus. Oh, so if we, like, save our AP, we end up with more later. So it's kind of like us, like, hanging out and breathing. Gotcha. All right. Well, let's go ahead and we will brute strike somebody. Yeah, why not? Clunk. Down he goes. Ow. We got critted. Critical hits will increase the outgoing damage by 50%. Yeah, I was going to say, that was kind of stingy. Yep, give him another smack. Take him out the best you can. Another crit. Dude, I'm going to need you to stop critting me. Your energy is below 30%, making you vulnerable. Be wary. Zombies may infect you using special skills, which can reduce your strength. Defense reduces the chance of infection. You have 2 AP left. It's a close one because your vulnerability reduces your damage output. All right. Melee attacks can be blocked, resulting in half damage output. All right. So I guess we can guard, I guess. Okay. You can perform 2 attacks again, but can you kill it? I mean, we kind of have to give it a go, don't we? Like, I would love to not have a graze. Come on. Take him out. There we go. We're a zombie fighter officially. You barely survived, but you're alive. A long way ahead of you. Suddenly, a moaning heralds more zombies. The sound grows louder as an enormous horde comes shuffling onto the... Of course it does. Of course it does. It's like the 4th or the 5th episode of The Walking Dead. The one where... What was his name? Oh my god, it's been so long since I've watched The Walking Dead. The one where what's-his-name cuts his arm on the car door. Anyways, we crouch low into some bushes. The horde is a vast cluster of zombies, and they appear to be moving towards the position of Jack's camp. You've got a couple of days to prepare the location for defense. You struggle not to lose all hope at the sight of the sea of shuffling death. The world of Dead Age has become even more unforgiving. You have to warn Jack and Fastorinos. It seems like a short while ago that you and your best friend Steven withstood the rise of the apocalypse. You barricaded yourselves into a home, you endured the screams of the dwindling population and moans of the infected, all the while scavenging for food and materials. Years of experience has taught you to plan ahead, and you've also met other veterans of the apocalypse and found that there is safety in numbers. Oh, this guy's like geared up. This guy's ready to go. He also is in possession of an absurdly long thumb. Look at that thumb right there, dude. That is a gnarly thumb. This man got spaghetti thumbs. Jack, is that you? Steve, everything all right? You look terrible. What took you? I was starting to worry. The next time I saw you, I'd have to fend you off with a bat. Believe me, I don't want to be the one to put you down. Well, Jack was known as a hero of the New World. After all, it was he who found a way to put the virus in check, at least for a time. It had been a big help to you and Stephen in the following years living together in a camp of independents. Stephen was always welcome with the independents. They made him feel at home. The mutation of my old infection is progressing very slowly. I'm doing pretty well given the circumstances. There's a lot of crows in the sky. We should probably go. Are you coming from the independents? I do like how animated the backgrounds are and everything. They look really good. Yeah, sure thing. I just got back from Freedom City East. You remember that, right? You had some kind of disagreement with the independents there. But look, I'm sorry to hear that your infection is incurable. But you've got some years left in you. You seen Jason? He made it out in time, but I got no idea where he is right now. Come on. The way to the camp is dangerous. Let's stay focused. 30 minutes pass as you pick your way carefully along the winding dirt paths. The display to the upper left shows how much time remains, and once it expires, your group will be automatically returned to base. Alright. So I assume that we're right here. There's water available. Or water bottles. Icons on the map let you see what you're most likely to find in an area. In this case, that thing is water. Nice. Okay. Yeah, let's take it all. Oh, so you have like a little mini adventure over here. This is inconvenient. Here's a med kit. While I'm fighting up front, you're safe from close range attacks. Steven, stay back and heal yourself. By default, survivors go first. The survivor front and center makes the first move. Front row survivors can protect allies standing behind them in the ranged attack row. In this way, Jack will be the sole target of all incoming melee attacks, giving Steven time to tend to his injuries. Okay. There you go. And then we can fire like a crawler. Nice. I mean, I wish we had killed it. It's kind of a bummer that we didn't slay it. Does this man have a cutlass? He's got a pirate sword. I can't decide if it's a rapier or not. This enemy has some mean tricks up its sleeve. Whenever it or any of its undead companions attack, its damage increases. That's a bummer. Well, he's dead now, so we don't have to worry about it. Dude, it's so frustrating leaving these things with 2 HP left. At least he's targeting the ones that have low HP, so that's pretty cool. When you select an opponent, his status effects are displayed alongside it. I don't see any status effects. I see my accuracy, and oh, cripple deals 80 damage and causes crippled. Okay, I see it. I mean, at least we killed a couple of them off. That's pretty nice. Oh, my ammunition's depleted. He's pretty beat up. I got a feeling he's gonna die, huh? He's gonna die during the intro. I bet you he's not gonna make it. Somebody has to die in order to cultivate the proper amount of zombie game tension. Alright, some level ups. We've got some ammunition, rifle ammo, shell casings. And we've got materials. We've got a little bit of tech ammo. Okay. We will take it all. We got a level up with a little luck. You might sometimes raise 4 attributes. If you have the status effect motivated, the upgrade is guaranteed. This, however, will only happen in special circumstances caused by special story or romantic events. Hey, how's Trish doing? She still manage that bar? I could go for a cold drink right about now. So happens that she's expecting us. The new camp is a large old house that we've outfitted with some new furniture. Trish has really been a big help. There's still a few munchers, and I'm out of ammunition, Jack. Well, hit them with something. I'll cover you. All right, up front. We have different close-range weapons, and this is a teachable moment. Which one of us do you think will be more effective against zombies in thin clothing? I got no idea, bro. I mean, I will smack this dude with a baseball bat, is what I will do. Did more damage than I did, but that's because your target is armored. Bladed weapons are great against light protection. My double strike is more effective there. Against thicker armor, one single focused hit is more likely to do the trick. Alright, so they probably want me to hit, like, which one? Like, the soldier's got armor, so I'm not really trying to bash him. He's carrying something heavy. I mean, he's got body armor on, which is pretty cool, and I kind of want it. Not doing enough damage to this one. There are armored undead soldiers, and you may have noticed that close-range attacks are pretty much useless against him. Okay. The survivor has to learn different skills, I guess. So this is our skills menu right here, and they want me to take engineering. All right. Engineering tooken. All right, so I got to switch rows back, and then it wants me to, like, throw something at this guy. All right, so we got the engineer skill. We've got a Molotov cocktail. Yeah, dude, throw that thing out there. Perfect. Oh, it broke his armor. Nice. I mean, I would have liked to have looted the armor. I don't know if that's even a mechanic that we can get after, but hey, we've managed to take care of it. The armor's toast, and we can attack it close range. Let's go ahead and take everything and keep on trucking. All right, so there's the house, and there's a bridge. Let's go to the house, because that's where it wants us to go. I assume we're going to, like, meet back up with Jason at some point. Finally made it. Good to see you again, Steven. Your best friend Jason should be here soon. We'll deal with the smugglers then. Go ahead and make yourself useful until then. Meet me at the bar when you're ready. You should also know how to use the radio, and we need to manage camp defense as well. We want our meeting with the smugglers to be secure. When in base, you can navigate between rooms. Let's start by going to the bar. All right. So there's the bar right there. Well, it says cantina, but, you know. You're negotiating with the smugglers. Don't tell me this camp joined a faction. No, we're working alone. The independents are all right, but their leaders can't agree on anything. U.S. Army is pretty authoritative, so we tend to avoid them, and that leaves the smugglers. Currently, our reputation with all 3 factions is neutral, but I'd like to change that and improve our standing with one of them. That'll be enough to encourage them to sell us better armor, and we might be able to deal with their leaders directly. We have 3 quests available. Let's start with crafting for beginners. All right. So you've run out of assault rifle ammunition. Let's go ahead and craft some more. All right. Sounds good. So somebody is going to have to learn some skills. We get to make a selection from the... Oh, wow. Okay, so there's like a bunch of skills over here. Interesting. All right, well, they wanted survival, so there it is. We took survival. The game should be happy with us now. Trish, I don't want to be an inconvenience, but I don't have any idea what to do here. Go over to the forge. Any base worth its salt has one, but in order to make better munitions, we'll have to upgrade it at some point. All right, so where's my forge at? Right here? Don't look like much, but... All right, so we're supposed to be making rifle ammo. Oh, it takes like an entire day to make the bullets. Gotcha. I do like that he's over there working, though, so that's pretty cool. It gives you like a little animation to let you know who's working on stuff. Always remember to make enough. Ranged weapons are usually much more effective than melee. We're not going out in the evening, right? The shufflers outnumber us 4-1 when it gets dark. It's pretty dangerous after dark unless you have something more pressing to do. Your time is better spent doing jobs around camp. Okay. In comms, we can make radio contact with the scouts, but only in areas you already know. It isn't possible to revisit locations you've been to before unless you do it through comms. All right, so we can scout over here, or we're upgrading it. Okay, yeah, upgrade it. Pick something you want to particularly look for. In our case, we need more water. 3 locations will become available, most of which will have water, while another spot will have a random location discovered by your scouts. All right. Since there's nothing left to do, we'll rest till tomorrow. Alright, so all the things we did around camp were lower on resources. Jack and I can take care of ourselves, but every active member of camp will consume a unit of food every single day. Yeah, and it doesn't look like we have very much, does it? Alright, so the scouts discovered an entry spot in the area we just passed through. There's water there, and this way you can keep a close eye on the camp's needs. Alright, so we use the radio to find all that stuff. That's good enough to know. Apparently we level up and we get stats and stuff too from doing it, so that's pretty rad. I wanted to level him up, but I guess it doesn't want me to. By the way, it's important to keep an eye on how much water is being used. The water is rationed for the first 4 hours. Every member of the party will drink 1 unit, so the 2 of us have gone through 2 liters. Always account for how much water scavenging parties are going to use up. Without water, people will dehydrate, and they will lose health. Okay. Well, why don't we go to the water spot then? Where are you taking me right now? There's so many water spots that we could be going to, and we don't have that much water. Alright, so we can take attacks in between resource spots. I have no idea why that one has a super metal-looking skull on it. These bony rangers are as fast as humans. They are harder to hit from afar and resistant to Molotov cocktails. So we gotta hit them up close. Alright. And so that means he's an elite unit. It's more dangerous than a normal one and will also yield greater rewards if defeated. Alright, switch rows and move on up. I mean, beat down who you gotta beat down, brother. Did that man just hawk a loogie on me? The disrespect. The absolute unbelievable disrespect. He's charging up a bigger attack. We gotta take a defensive stance. Alright. Like, how did I know he was trying? I don't see any kind of symbol or anything that says, like, hey, I'm making a defensive stance. Or you need to take a defensive stance. See, the damage the ranger did was partially deflected. Defending against charged attacks is a solid tactic, unless you absolutely need to kill your opponent quickly. Alright. Like, I'm fine with all this, but this is kind of like a really, really long... Hey, we killed it. Nice. Let's go ahead and we'll beat this guy down, too, because he's kind of scary looking, man. Like, I don't like his deal right now. What a deafeningly horrible noise. Okay, so he has fear and he's retreated to the back. Gotcha. I thought for a second that said shit when he fired that off. I don't know, my brain auto-filled it in, man. Yeah, let's go ahead and assault rifle him. Her. It. Whatever it is. There we go. Shufflers here are tough. We found some armor-piercing bullets. I'm going to take them. All right, take your armor-piercing bullets, man. We got 30 rounds for the assault rifle, which is sexy as all hell. Like, I definitely get down on that. Oh, they're armor-piercing bullets. Okay. All right, understandable. I mean, I probably don't want to equip those until I actually need them. I like these little expeditions, though, and how you kind of travel in between locations. Every type of area, like the city, woods, desert, or plains, has its own resources. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and find a hunting ground over here. Maybe we got guns, so kill yourself a couple of deer, which is harder than it sounds. I mean, you get skunked sometimes when you go hunting. But, I mean, 1 deer feed a bunch of people for a couple of days. Should have enough meat going around. You get yourself an elk, and you'll be eating for a long, long while, especially if you got access to a freezer. Alright, so we can restock our rations almost immediately. Alright. Picking berries might seem like a small feat, but there's always a chance of being discovered. Yeah, get the berries. No! The zombie... Oh, wolves. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, so apparently we are going to get attacked by wolves. I wonder, is he not in the combat since he's picking berries right now? This man's over here. I love blackberries. They are my favorite. Alright, so he said he'll be here in a second. Alright, so apparently they have a tough hide. I was speed reading right there. They have a tough hide that necessitates the usage of armor-piercing bullets. Why would you shoot the alpha first? You could one-shot the 2 smaller ones. The game is forcing me to make decisions that I don't very much like to do. Like, this is all scripted. Like, I don't have a choice but to attack what it tells me to attack. And it's forcing me to attack, like, one of these weaker guys. Like, I want to attack the weaker ones and limit the amount of attacks per turn they're getting, but should defend now that they're attacking more forcefully. I don't know, whatever, man. I could do that. I mean, it seems like the play is to have somebody up front with heavy armor and just have them defend every single turn. And that was a close one. Time for an area attack with your assault rifle. Okay. Worked out pretty good. You can trade those claws to a vendor for cash, and then they are trophies. Okay, they're into trophies. Gotcha. Yep, I'll take it all. Jack used the time to thoroughly pick through the bushes. So we got 5 food right there. We got some seeds, which we'll probably be able to use in order to, like, grow something back at base. It's pretty nice. If you're injured, you can turn back early. Let's go. Okay. Back to base we go. It's a pretty sweet-ass house, man. I mean, it's got some problems with the drywall, but I really think that if you get yourself a good bucket of drywall, you can fix it pretty easy. The drywall patcher or whatever it is. I don't know. I use that. I don't even know what that's called. The putty. I don't know. I use it to fix a hole. It's underneath the. I've had to have my entire plumbing system replaced a couple months back, and they had to knock holes in the walls in order to do it. So anyways, my dad does drywall work, so he came through and he like he plastered the drywall in, and then I just had to take like this big putty knife thing and like put drywall putty over the top of it. Not something I've ever done before, but it's pretty easy peasy. Camp members are healed every morning and evening. How effective this healing is depends on the state of our beds. Currently our beds are rank 1 and have a heal rate of 50%. I need a break after what we went through with the wolves. I feel better already. You weren't kidding about how dangerous the woods are. The meeting with the smugglers is tomorrow night. I don't know how trustworthy they are, so we should bolster our camp defenses. Alright, so let's beef up the camp defenses, I guess. Looks like we could do a garden out back, which is pretty cool. But right here, we can maybe put in a tower or something. I don't know what we just built. Like maybe some kind of palisade or some kind of defensive wall. Yeah, it looks like we put up a concrete block right there. That's actually not terrible for cover from gunfire. Like, bullets will knock chunks out of those things. Like, a 30-06 can definitely knock a pretty deep chunk out of that kind of concrete. But, you know, it'll work for a little. It's better than hiding behind, like, you know, much of anything else. Let's see here. Good work, Steven. Now we can focus on negotiations. They're demanding protection money, but we're pushing for an alliance. Let's see what they have to say. Good morning, folks. It seems like you're standing with the smugglers isn't good enough. Jimmy's decided to turn down your ambitious offer. If you don't want to pay the protection fee, our orders are to tear this place apart. It's nothing personal. Sometimes the story will present with choices to be made. Your decision will have resulting consequences that don't always become apparent immediately. We're pretty outgunned right now, so I'm going to say to pay the fee. That's all we have. If we get overrun by the undead, it's your conscience. Your cooperation surprises me. I'll pass the message along to Jimmy. You made the right choice. My men did come here for a fight. I think I'll let them release some of that frustration on you. Consider it a light warning of what's to come. Aw, dude. Alright. God. That guy's got 14 armor. This guy's got 34. Alright, hit him with a Molotov. Oh, they've got to break through the barricades first. Oh, dude, if I had known that, I would have fought him. I didn't even think about that. I thought I was going to have to go, like, forehead to forehead with him instantly. Why is he spreading his damage around? That guy's still trying to break through the barricade. They said the barricade was down. There it goes. I guess it, like, preemptively went off. Molotov cocktails are pretty strong, dude. Those things are like... Wow, we're getting wasted right now. We're having, like, a really, really bad time. Nice. You hit him so hard he collided with his cohorts. That'll teach him a lesson. All right. Cool, man. This guy's closer to dead, so I'm going to keep the damage on him. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty close to dead too, but I don't know that. I do really like the fire effect that's on him, though. I think it looks pretty good. Like, the game is not like a super pretty game, but I am intrigued, and I am interested in seeing, like, how much more there is to this. I mean, honestly, they hit you with kind of a really, really, really long Oh, man. He's going to do a strong attack? All right. How do you tell that he's going to do a strong attack? Oh, you mouse over him. Okay, the opponent is preparing to launch a strong ranged attack. All right. Defensive stance it on up. Those two guys are already unconscious, taking a map in the middle of the battlefield. Pretty nasty shot despite it. You should heal yourself. All right. Go medicine. We got a med pack right there. We'll go with, I don't know. Oh, that guy's dead? Nice. I didn't realize he was dead. Sounds good to me. And they really like shooting me. They are fans. I don't know what I did to deserve this shabby behavior, but I really feel like I'm getting picked on right now. I don't really need to brute strike him, huh? You can probably just deck him like that right there. He's almost dead. Hopefully he gets the next turn. He did not get the next turn. Good thing I got another med kit on me. Be more careful. I mean, I used the med kit thing. It didn't seem like it helped very much. Nice. Big level up right there. We got some endurance, some power, some strength. Not too bad. We will take all. We made it, Jack. I think we're going to do great things. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to kick things into high gear. Tomorrow, Jason should probably get here. It'll be just like old times. Wasn't far away in the night. My best friend Steven was almost in reach. I wish I hadn't learned what I had. He broke into the storeroom and fled with everything he could carry, which was pretty much everything the camp had. Steven, I guess, had made a secret deal with Kira. Steven's disappeared, a traitor after all we've been through. Your first run will be tough. Resources are scarce, the undead greatly outnumber you, and you can trust nobody. You must struggle to survive in the world and begin a new run if you fail to do so. All right. Sounds like a plan. We've learned the ropes at the bare minimum, and we've got some new survivors here. As you finally arrive, you find Jack and Trish devastated. Trish strains to suppress her anger. It's good to see you, Jason. We need to rebuild and fortify the camp quickly. I never thought Steven would sink so low. Here, he left a letter on his bunk. I left it for you to read. Can't imagine how they could have gotten to Steven, but we can't think on that now. We got bigger problems. A massive horde is on its way in only a few days. It's the last thing we need. I hope you're aware of our predicament. The smugglers made off with nearly all of our resources. If you don't do something fast, everybody's going to die of starvation and dehydration. First and foremost, we need to plant a garden. Okay. What a shitty day. I'm glad you're here, Jason. After what Steven pulled, we need supplies more than ever. I need you in Freedom City East. Get your shopping bag. Here's the rest of the med kits. Rations are running out. Trish's garden is an important source of food and water, but we have no stock to bridge the gap. See me in the cantina. Alright, it's terrible. How could such a thing happen? Alright, so they've given us a bunch of quests to start out with, but we're out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. This is Dead Age 2. If you want to see more, leave a like on the video. I want to see a little bit further on in. I do think this one sort of, we only made it through like the first little intro period that it made us play. I'd like to see the greater part of the gameplay as well now, so maybe a second episode is in order. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for being here. Make sure you check out the Discord. Make sure you check out the Twitch stream. I will see you all tomorrow with something hot and fresh off the indie skillet, as I am frequently known to do. Take care, everybody, and I'll see y'all there.